Welcome to the Loaded Cannon, and unfortunately, I cannot start this video by saying if your team is top of the league like this video, but what I can say is that if your team just went to the Etihad, to what I think is the best football team in the world, I think Man City are better than any national team, any club team. They are just the best team in the world. They showed that last season, and Arsenal went there and exercised a level of control in that game, limited them to one shot on target and kept a clean sheet. And that in itself is, because of how good Man City are, something of an achievement. So if your team just managed to keep a clean sheet at the Etihad, smash the like button on this video, because you know what? For me, it's a tough one talking about this game. From one perspective, I was like, I want to see us do more. I really wanted us to be a bit more brave in our attacking play, and I was bored watching the game. Honestly, I found it such a boring game to watch. But I think that's why we managed to exercise that control over the game. If we did, not get the balance right, or try and be too attacking in our balance, then we probably would have conceded. We probably would have left gaps and spaces. How quickly players were willing to run backwards. It's one of the few games I've seen where I feel like players run backwards quicker to defend than they run forwards to attack. Anyone that's ever played football knows when you get a chance to get onto the end of a counter attack, it's just easy. It's easy to cover those 50 yards, those 60 yards. But when you have to run back and catch up with play to get goal side, just to stand there and, get into that line of four, that's hard. I've always said the pitch is like downhill when you're running forward to attack. It's uphill when you're running backwards to defend. And our players today, there were times in that game where Mikel Arteta applauded just that. Not any fancy stuff on the ball, not any good passes or vision or anything like that. He just applauded how well the players ran back. And they are the hard yards in football. Trust me, and that's why it's not always easy to just always be in the right shape, always have the right men behind the ball. At times today, we had 9 men behind the ball, 10 men behind the ball. And that's because every single person bought into what was needed to go and get that result at City. Now, look, I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, this result was, a historical result or something that was going to give long in the memory. As I said, it was boring as hell. And I've said before about the Arsenal-Man City rivalry that actually, do you know what? This might just be the most boring top-level rivalry I think I've ever seen in the Premier League. Seriously, it's far too tactical. It's far too cynical. We're far too familiar. We're far too friendly. And honestly, man, it's just such a boring rivalry. The last game actually at the Emirates, not that it was a great game, but it was better than I thought it'd be. That's perhaps where my expectations are for this rivalry. And in a boxing sense, they say styles make fights. And it's the same when it comes to this level of rivalry on the pitch. And Man City Liverpool, now that is a good rivalry. It's nothing compared to Arsenal Man United because that had so much more. But from a footballing perspective, Man City Liverpool is a game I love to watch. Man City Arsenal is like, I only love to watch it because it's my team. Otherwise, my God, that was a snooze fest. And it's not the first one that's been like this. They're just like, I talk about them being too friendly. I almost feel like maybe it's not friendliness because I did see enough, especially from Gabriel, who I'm going to give special praise to. Loved what he was all about today. But, after the game, everyone's happy and, there's just no aggro. There's no aggro in this game. And I feel like, do you know what? If we want to beat Man City, more people need to have Gabriel's mentality today, where there was that aggro. But you know what? It's a boring rivalry, but ultimately, that's because they are two very, very good teams. We are, a very, very switched on team now. We exercise the dark arts, and same with Man City. They're masters of it. And you know what? I'll give you one moment in the game where I feel like this will go missed by so many people. But it's when Bukayo Saka got released down the right-hand side, I think Ødegaard played the ball to him, he squares it, and the pace of Saka's ball was perfect. He didn't whip it across, he didn't lose his composure. He put it across perfectly so no defender could get it, but he was giving our attackers, and specifically Gabriel Jesus, every single chance of getting on the end of it. But Gabriel Jesus didn't get on the end of it. And you know why that was? I'm just checking, yeah, it was Akanji. Akanji, watch that back. This is what I'm talking about, how tactical, how cynical these two teams can be, and especially Man City. Akanji just makes some physical contact with Gabriel Jesus before that ball comes in, or maybe just as it's coming in. And it's not enough for a foul, but it's definitely enough just to disrupt Gabriel Jesus' movement. Watch that clip back, and you tell me, if Akanji doesn't do that, and when you see that ball come across and you see how close Gabriel Jesus is, if Akanji doesn't do that, Jesus gets that ball. Watch it. Let me know if you agree with me. And that's one little moment in the game that would have been missed. Even the pundits on Sky Sports didn't pick up on that and talk about it. But that was just genius defending from Akanji to say, all right, I can see you've stolen in, you're sort of, I'm on the wrong side of you, whatever, but I'm just going to do that, and, that's going to be enough. And Arsenal's defenders did that relentlessly. And I did say, I'll speak about Gabriel and also Saliba. Saliba got man of the match. Incorrect decision. Gabriel should have got man of the match because Saliba was brilliant. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from him. He was absolutely brilliant. But the man of the match was Gabriel without any shadow of a doubt. You know what? It's easy to rank first in duels and this and that if you're not the one saying, I'm going to take primary responsibility for Haaland. Gabriel did that, and my God, he gave him hell. Gabriel made Haaland look like Heskey today, okay? That's how good he was. He was a beast. And what I like about that, sometimes you'll see defenders go up against Haaland, and they won't want to go fully, in the visual sense, they won't want to square off up against him and say, come on, I'm going to give you everything I've got today, and you're not going to beat me. Let me have what you've got. Not many people say that to Haaland, but Gabriel did exactly that. He did not shirk the challenge at all. He absolutely went for it and said, I'm every bit the fighter that you are. I'm every bit the machine that you are. Gabriel's so underrated. Saliba, his style of play is like slicker, maybe easier on the eye. He's got nicer YouTube videos and all that sort of, you know what I mean, not YouTube videos, but like Twitter videos, etc. He's a very polished player, Gabriel, and Saliba, and is polished in everything that he does. He's just a slick character. Gabriel's not like that. But I feel like because of that, Gabriel doesn't get the credit, doesn't get the praise that he deserves. He should have got man of the match today. Let me know if you agree with me or not in the comments below, and smash a like for Gabriel as well for this video. What I'm going to say now, Trossard should have squared it. For me, that was the moment in the game. Look, we all had, City had moments as well where there was one where De Bruyne stole the ball off of Saka, bang into our area, and I think he put it across. But that was a moment where I was like, oh God, we got away with one there. But Man City got away with one big time. When Ødegaard again, who put Trossard clear, first time. If you put that ball into the right space with the right pace, diagonally in front of you, so Martinelli could run onto it, there was enough space between him and the keeper where the keeper's not going to come out and get that, and then it's on Martinelli to finish. And I just feel like it should have been just first time, play that ball. Really disappointed that didn't happen because, even if Martinelli might not have scored, I wanted to see how that situation played out if we made the correct decisions. But anyway, I'm not going to be too hard on Arsenal. Yes, I am disappointed because I felt like, you know what, we could have had the opportunity to get the 3 points in that game, but we can't complain. First time in 57 games Man City haven't scored at home, and they are just a beast at home. We've taken 4 points off of Man City this season. They've taken 1 point off of us. You cannot complain. I know we want to win every game, but you cannot complain. And now, yes, if Liverpool are the winners out of this weekend, I can't deny that. They absolutely are the winners out this weekend. But do I think they're going to win their remaining 9 games? No. So I think Arsenal are in with every shot of winning this league. And I'm more confident today. I know it sounds strange because we were leading the league before this game, but I'm more confident today of winning the game than I was before because Like last season, I could not be confident when I knew we had to go and play City at their place. We've done that now. That's a massive game that we've got off our back. And now there'll be another really, really tough game of Brighton away in a week's time, and that's going to be huge. But, I think Luton before then, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, that one we should win. But Brighton away is going to be a really, really tough game. So it will be interesting to see how we come out and where we are in the league table after that Brighton game, fingers crossed. Now, what I want to end the video with, firstly, Free Palestine. You all know where I stand on that. And secondly, look, for 8 years, I've been doing this social charity where everyone who watches my videos, who follows me on social media, I ask them just to chip in whatever they can, even if it's just a cup of coffee. If it's at the price of a cup of coffee, £3, please hit the link in the description below, because it's something amazing that we've been able to do. This is the 9th year. We're sponsoring 9 orphans, a group of strangers that have never met, just by virtue of following me on social media or watching my videos, have chipped together. And for 9, well, it's not been 9 orphans for 9 years. We've ramped it up. We started with 1 orphan, now we're at 9. But last year we sponsored 9 orphans. Please help me raise the money that's needed. About £3,500 is needed. So I need 100 of you. I know more than 100 of you are going to watch this video. Sorry, 1,000 of you. I know 1,000 of you are going to watch this video. I need each and every single one of you to donate £3 on that link, and that's it. Done. Just like that. 9 orphans don't have to work, go into horrible labor, horrible conditions, and give up their education where they get stuck in that cycle. So please, if you can, just donate £3 on that link below, and let's all come together to do something amazing. What I'll do is I will offer a prize on this as well. So any one of the people who donate, I'll just pick someone at random at the end of it all. And listen, if I can, you can go to a game with me, my treat. We'll watch it together at the Arsenal. I will put up a prize, something decent like that. But listen, thank you very much for watching. Up the Arsenal, Free Palestine. Please donate, and I'll see you soon.